Welcome to reception. The early years curriculum is split into two sections. The prime areas of learning, which are personal and social education, communication and language and physical, and specific areas, which are literacy, numeracy, understanding the world, and art and design. The prime areas underpin everything that we do, so they're intrinsic to all areas of our curriculum. We know that young children learn best through play, so our early years curriculum is play-based. We do have half-termly topics, and we have wow moments that hook the children into the learning, so they might receive an invitation from a storybook character and they would have to respond to that. So when children start school, they don't just come to learn to read and write. Personal and social education is a big part of our curriculum, and we spend a lot of time in reception working with the children, helping them to become better listeners, to work as a team, to share, to take turns, and we have a lot of focus on teamwork as a whole. So we have class rewards rather than individual rewards, where the children are encouraged to work together to achieve a common goal. The children in reception have lots of opportunities to work on their physical development. We focus on both gross motor skills and fine motor skills. So the children have access to a daily PE session, and we also spend a lot of time working on their fine motor skills. So they'll have lots of activities linked to developing the muscles in their fingers and hands, such as Play-Doh, plasticine, pincer grip activities, all of which help them to become more able to hold pen or pencil and to then become writers. We spend a lot of time working on the children's communication and language skills in reception and helping them to become better speakers and also better listeners. Our topic role play areas and story making tables encourage them to develop those speaking and listening skills by reenacting stories, communicating with friends. We also spend a lot of time working as a team, doing circle times, learning to listen to each other as well as share our own thoughts. The basic skills of learning to read, learning to write and understanding number are built into all our activities, so children get constant opportunities to learn and practice those basic skills. So every day the children will have a phonics session, a math session, as well as smaller group reading, writing and math sessions, and then we encourage the children to practice those skills independently. So for example, they might choose to go to the writing area and practice their writing they've been doing. They might choose to go to the reading corner and share a book with a friend. All our continuous provision areas promote development of the basic skills. The writing table is part of our continuous provision. It's a very popular area that the children choose to go to. Here they can develop their fine motor skills, their pen and pencil control, and also practice some of the phonics that we've learned during the week. The picture you can see above is of a story making table. These are linked to our half-termly topics. So the one in the picture is a Gruffalo story making table. The children reenact the story, become the characters, develop their speaking and listening skills and their language and communication. We are really lucky in reception in that we have a large outdoor classroom with lots of areas that the children love to go and play in. So the picture in the clip above is our shop. The children are actually in the middle of a maths activity where they're buying items and paying with coins and giving change. The children have lots of opportunity to develop their maths skills. We have daily mental math sessions. We also have small group math sessions each day. The maths that we do is very practical, very visual. We have lots of resources to support children with their learning. and children are able to develop lots of mathematical concepts such as counting, ordering. We also look at shape, space and measure. This is another good example of the children enjoying some outdoor maths work. An important part of the early years curriculum is developing the children's knowledge and understanding of the world around them, and that includes looking at aspects of history, geography, science and computing. We try and do this in a really practical way that involves the children actually going out into the world, going on visits, looking at animals and getting some real hands-on experience of the world around them. The mud kitchen is a really popular area as part of our continuous provision. In the picture above, you can see the children have received a letter from the Gruffalo asking for them to help him make Gruffalo crumble. The children, as part of a literacy lesson, had to read a recipe and then make the Gruffalo crumble in the mud kitchen, which they really enjoyed. We do lots of cooking and baking in reception, and we are really lucky in that we have our own kitchen. In the picture above, you can see the children, as part of their literacy lesson, were reading a recipe and following the instructions to make fish finger sandwiches. When the children first start school, we always begin with a topic about our school, so that helps them to get to understand the school building, who works in our school and the people who help us in school. In the picture above, you can see our role play area is Thelwall Infant School, and we also turn our story making table into Thelwall Infant School, so the children can role play what it's like to cook school lunch, to eat school lunch. They have models of the playground. It just helps them to become familiar with our school setting. The children are encouraged to develop their computing and ICT skills in a really cross-curricular way. So you can see in the picture above, the children are using an app called Pic Collage to advertise their cafe and to make a poster. Art and design are a big part of our curriculum, and the children have regular access to painting and an easel, and we have a really popular area called the DT workshop where the children can go and create models of their choice. Often they're linked to a topic that we're doing, so they might make a model of the school or a house or a castle or even a home for an animal. The children in reception do a lot of their writing on whiteboards with triangular pens. It just helps them to get a really good grip and to begin that process of learning to write. Every morning when they come in, they do a morning challenge which involves a whiteboard, and in the early days it's usually something very simple like practicing writing your first name, then your surname, then we quickly move on, linked to our phonics, we'll be writing different words and sentences. We do see parents as partners, and we try to involve you as much as possible on your child's learning journey. So we have an open door policy, we communicate via ping, and we have reading diaries as a form of communication as well, and parents are always welcome to come in and help within school once your child's settled in, and also to come and help on school trips. You will be able to access lots of information about school on our website, such as curriculum, areas, policies and procedures. You will be asked to download an app called School Ping. All of our communication goes via Ping, so it's really important you have this. Letters go through Ping, and also we have a school Facebook page. In the pack you will receive, there will be a form asking you to give permission for your child to be on our school Facebook page. It is really lovely if they can do that, because the teachers will update the Facebook page every day and you'll be able to see what your child gets up to in school. Once the children are in school full time, they will have the opportunity to take home our class pet. Don't worry, this isn't a real life animal, it is a cuddly toy that comes in its special bag with a diary. The children are asked to write, with your help in the early days, what the class pet has done at their house, what it's had for tea, and has it played with their toys. And then once they learn to write a little bit, they can maybe write a couple of words or maybe put their name in, until eventually you'll be surprised by the end of the year they're writing the diary extract all by themselves.